Let's talk to an air-conditioned company. Blue Star Limited is now joining us. Mr. Thiagarajan is now joining us this morning. So firstly, thank you so much for taking out time for us. Just wanted to understand that the air-conditioned sector has been growing very fast, largely in the last 2 years or so. Players have expanded, they have made new innovations, they have made new launches coming in. Are we seeing now intense competition coming in with players with stronger brands are gaining market share, but some that are lagging behind are now giving price incentives?
Good morning. Thank you for talking to me. The air conditioning sector has been growing, but the growth comes predominantly from residential segment and light commercial segment. By light commercial, I mean shop, showroom, boutiques, etc. The large space air conditioning, we are yet to see a big time revival. Room air conditioners, the penetration level in India is very low. It is in the order of around 4% or so in comparison with something like 30% in China or other developed nations. Our market size is mere 4 million in comparison with 50 million air conditioners that are being sold in China. So the potential is very huge. One can hope a CAGR of upwards of 15% in the next 3 years of a time. We are optimistic that the industry is optimistic that the market will double in 3 years of time, or it can even do better. Therefore, in line with the market, we are growing. In fact, we are growing faster than the market. As far as Blue Star is concerned, this is one of the key growth drivers for the corporate growth.
Right. So, we have spoken to a couple of other AC market players as well, and they have told us that to clear the inventory in the system, a lot of discounts were offered. Do you think that that's a one-off and we should not take it as a trend going into Q4 or maybe Q1 of next year?
Summer of 2015 was pretty bad and the inventory had piled up, but during Q3 itself, these inventories have been exhausted. As of now, I do not see excess inventory at all. On the other hand, we are building up inventory for the forthcoming summer. Our forecast is the market will grow by 15% in the coming year, and our own growth aspiration is 25%. So we are preparing for 25% growth, and I am sure competition will also prepare. Earlier you asked whether the competition is intense. Who in the industry is already there in the country. So I am not anticipating some new competition coming in, though the business models or the product profiles may change. Prices are stable because the commodity prices are at rock bottom. And there is a concern with regard to Indian rupee depreciation, but I do not foresee any more competition that will be taking place in order to disrupt the industry. But the business models can. Say, for example, e-commerce is an area which we have to keenly look at.
Right. How would you essentially look at the fall in the rupee? Will that be a big impact on the margins, or you think industry will live with 68, 69 rupee?
We are reconciled to living with 68 to 69 range for the simple reason the commodity prices have dropped substantially. I think it will continue to drop, and the rupee is partially taking away that margin savings. I would be happy if the prices are not raised in the marketplace and the margins are intact. In fact, our margin guideline is also in the order of around 10.5% or so we will be able to maintain. The only concern is with regard to which from the media you will be knowing, the advertising expenses are shooting up. The media spends in this country are going up. Advertising industry is growing. This will be an area to keep in mind.
Right, but this can also lead to just retaining of market share. Say if the industry doesn't grow, it could slightly impact the margins. Could that be a risk, or it's largely investing into the brand and it will pay up, if not now, maybe in the future?
I can talk for Blue Star. So our goal is to grow by 10% more than the market. So we have done it for the past 4 years very consistently. For example, FY 16, the market is growing by around 10%. We have grown by 20%. I am foreseeing a 15% growth next year. Blue Star goal is 25. We are here for a long-term game, and there are pockets in which we can excel. Say, for example, in Blue Star, the northern region, we have not been penetrating well. So therefore, I will be in a position to manage that. I do not foresee any problem. In nutshell, we are very optimistic about our prospects in this space.
Right. Just a word on the innovation. Last 2 years, we've seen a lot of innovation from a lot of players. You think that will continue to drive growth, or innovation is the way for growth going ahead as well?
Breakthrough innovation. When I say this, people are not believing. I am of the opinion from the current in the conventional distribution channels, we are witnessing a very major shift. I am of the opinion by 2018, 30% of the air conditioners will get sold through e-commerce channels. So in the distribution area, there is an innovation that is important in the process. Second is in terms of product. Today, we have launched around 5 products which are Wi-Fi enabled. I think by 2018, all air conditioners will be Wi-Fi enabled. I do not think the remote control will be used at all. When I say this, people don't believe, but mark my words, it will be Wi-Fi enabled mobile application will be a very big innovation in this area.
Right. So just focusing in on e-commerce for a bit, you think that the sales targets that you have for 2018-19 for the industry coming in from e-commerce, will it be on better pricing? At least it will not be price disruptive as it has been in the last few years for various other commodities?
It is slowly correcting. I think by 2018-19, e-commerce would have stabilized completely.
Right. So thank you so much for taking out time for us. Always a pleasure talking to you. That was the management of Blue Star saying that Q3, the inventory or the discounts that we saw were largely to clear off the inventories, and it's a one-off, and they do not see any problem going ahead as far as growth of the AC sector or air conditioned sector is concerned.